Hey everyone, this is Nick, and I just want to give you a quick tour of the 2020 College Football Bowl Prediction Pool Manager. All right, so here is the 2020 version of the College Football Bowl Prediction Pool Manager. The first sheet you're going to see when you pull this up is the instructions page. I've been making this sheet for a couple of years now, so hopefully a lot of you have been using this and you don't need to look at the instructions, but for those who do, I'm going to give you a quick rundown for how this works. So over on the master pool sheet, here we have the list of all the bowl games for the 2020 to 2021 season. There's 28 games that are on right now, 29 if you include the national championship. As you can see, I've got a couple here in red, so as of right now on December 20th, I believe these games are going to be canceled. I know Army was slated to play in this game, but I don't think they've found anyone to play yet. So I guess maybe there's a chance this one still happens, but looks like there's 4 games that are going to be canceled on top of all the other games that have already been canceled, which I have a list of on this other tab here. So if these are officially canceled, I'll probably just would go through and just delete these. Otherwise, they got to show up on some of these other sheets as being zeros. We don't want to throw off any of the counts or anything, so if these are officially canceled, let's delete these. But for now, we have all the games in here. We have the date, time, and TV network for each one. And of course, the teams, their records, and their helmets for each game. So, like a lot of us, I think, aren't familiar with some of these teams. So you just go by their record, or maybe you like their helmet sign. So you're going to pick them. All right, so next I have where you can add a point value to each game. So right now the default I have set up is regular games are 1 point. Then you scroll down into the playoff games, they are worth 2 points, and then picking the national champion right is worth 6 points. So you can either keep that format or change it however you want to do it, but see that all the yellow colored cells are where manual entry is required. So every game has to be at least 1 unless there's one you don't want to count. So for example, like these would be 0 for now, but you can make these 2 points, whatever. And this Las Vegas sheet, don't delete it, but if you want to not use it, just hide it. But this would be who Las Vegas is predicting will win, or who has the higher odds of winning, according to all the sports bettors. You could put into this column, or you distribute your the sheet to the people who want to play. So that could be another thing where they, if you're not too familiar with football, maybe you just want to go with who is favored to win. So then next we get to the players entries, and so you can the pool manager can either enter things in here, or I have another separate entry sheet where you can either copy and paste the columns in, or I have a macro which will import each player's picks. For now, I'm just going to type some of these in by hand, and then you use the drop down menus to select who you think is going to win each game. Okay, so then once the game is played, actual winner, this is where you select who's going to win each game. All right, so the spreadsheet uses conditional formatting. All the correct picks are automatically turned green color. The incorrect ones are turned red. So now if we go over to Leaderboard, hopefully this works. Yeah, so we have 3 players in here, plus the Las Vegas one. Again, you can ignore that if you want. But She picked 3 correctly, and she had 3 total points. So that's where if we go over here and say we change, maybe this game's worth 2 points. We go back over here, now you see that's why her point total goes up to 4, because that one game is worth 2 points. And then also if you scroll to the bottom, you can see current games played, 3 current points, and then each person games correct points worth. So she got 3 games correct, but 4 points because that one game was changed to being worth 2 points. And then if you want to add another player, right now I think I've set it up for 6, just to add hit that button for another macro. And so it automatically adds the other player. So that's pretty much it for how it works. Pretty easy. If you have any questions or issues or suggestions for improvement, let me know. I'm going to include a link to download this file in the comments below. Show you the other sheets. We have a leaderboard here, so it has some stats, number of players, including the Las Vegas one. The number of games is off right now just because it's including those up in the air games. Conference stats, this is stuff that I like to look at. Maybe nobody else does, but I always find it interesting at the list of conferences each team is in. So you can see the SEC has the most teams with 12, even though some of them maybe shouldn't be in there, like South Carolina has a pretty terrible record. So here's some trivia or statistics that I found interesting. Read through those. I also pull out all the records so we can see that some of the other statistics, like the average number of games played has only been 9 games this year. The average win percentage 68%, which is actually higher than I thought it would be. There's some resources here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So again, I'll give the download link, which will take you to this page. You can put a 0 in here for name of pure price, unless you want to spot me $1 or 2, whatever, no pressure or anything. So I hope you enjoy playing the 2020 College Football Bowl prediction pool this year. Let me know again if you have any questions, comments, or concerns or suggestions. Have a good holiday season. Stay safe.